In this video, I'll be showing you exactly how I see spirits and connect to the spirit world, and give you some, very simple techniques and tools on how to do that yourself, if you wish. And if you're new to this channel, welcome. I'm David. I'm a psychic channel and medium here on YouTube and also in IRL, right, in real life. And in this channel, I just give you guys tips and tools on how to connect with your intuition, your inner beauty, and all things spiritual. So let's get into the video. Now let's connect with the spirit world. This is being dramatic. The perception of spirits, the connection of spirits has always been there for humans, right? And it's not just for people who are special or shamans or, mediums. Every single person on the face of the planet will have a spirit connection at some point in your life. It may not be as conscious as, as someone who does it on a daily basis, right? So, but anyways, the point is that we all have the ability to connect with spirits. It's a natural gift, right? And so, one thing I've learned is that when we incarnate in this lifetime, some of us incarnate with, that blinder. They call it the veil of forgetfulness, right? You forget everything that you've ever experienced before this life. That's why we don't remember what happened before. We don't remember any of it. Some of us, very few people, remember past lives, like growing up, right? You have these kids who remember these past lives. They died, in some, airplane crash, and there's evidence of it. So you can look it on YouTube. It's amazing. And there's people who, I identify someone as who came in this lifetime with a bit of awareness. It's like an awareness in the back of my mind. It's an awareness. And, every one of you came into lifetime with guidance. With so much guidance, emotional guidance, as Abraham Hicks says, right? But some of us come in choosing to have these experiences on a more deeper level, So, and some of us choose to do this, this work of connecting with spirits at a professional level, right? So it just, and like I said, anyone who wants to cultivate this connection can do it, And my journey with the spirit world began when I was 11 years old, and my father passed away. Yeah. So it's very, very intense going through that, and I truly believe that we all have life experiences that are meant to happen, and I believe that every death that we experience has the potential to uplift us to a higher consciousness. And I really believe that that's exactly what happened to me. And I'm just going to later why that's so. But before I get into that, I also want to preface this video by saying I believe that everyone has the ability to connect with spirits, right? And perceive them and see them, right? In a physical, psychic way. But I also believe that certain people have a stronger sense of them than others due to past life experiences, and also their level of consciousness, which you have control of right now. So my dad was the first spirit I've ever encountered in my entire life. I remember it being just so, surreal, and it was like a paradigm shift in me. I was in the kitchen, and the kitchen light was on, and the light in the living room at the time was off. So the frame of the kitchen and the living room was, it cast a light on the actual living room wall. It was that bright, right? So, and watching probably Little Mermaid or Aladdin for the 1,000th time, I remember walking into the living room, seeing like a shadow figure. It was a figure, a silhouette of my dad upon like the actual wall, and my whole world shifted in that very moment. I felt in my bones and my being, he's alive. And I turned around and he wasn't there. And when I looked back at the wall, the shadow, the silhouette was gone. In that moment, I just knew that he wasn't dead. He was still alive somewhere. I just felt it in my being, and of course I still feel it now. So it's the most beautiful thing I've ever experienced in my life, right? To awaken to that experience, right? And like I said, I did pursue energy before. I felt it around me, but I never seen an actual spirit like that. So it's what I believe catapulted me to learn and perceive and, be interested in all things spirit guides. And, like, I'm definitely going to share with you guys my actual psychic journey from like when I was a kid, from this experience to I've had many other experiences along the way, very, very powerful, and I'm going to do a whole another video about that. So look forward to that video at some point very soon. Yeah, so basically I just developed this intense interest in connecting with my spirit guides, and especially after meeting a psychic medium, and having him connect with my dad again, and it was just so surreal, and it just made me want to know more about my spirit guides more than ever, and my higher self, and what that is, and all things spiritual and metaphysical. So I believe that that's what opened the door for me to see spirits, and ever since, the more I develop a stronger connection to my guides, the more I perceive the spirit world. And that's one thing I want you guys to take away from the video, is that the more you connect with your higher self and guides, the more you'll naturally, it'll be a natural progression to connect with spirits around you. And it was never my intention to be a medium, even though I've been to them and I saw what they could do. I was more interested in getting information for people who are alive, right? To better ourselves, for self-development, for guidance, for, that's my main focus. And even today, that's my main focus, is to give the clearest, future-oriented reading that I can, and from a higher place of consciousness, right? But along the way, I've learned how to open up to the spirit world, and now I see spirits as, it's almost like I don't see them physically. I see it at a mental image in my mind, and I see them as this almost like glowing energy, but it's like they're transparent, so I know they're a spirit. So that's my symbol for them. They have this inner glow, right? It's not light. I don't want to say I see light around them. It's more like I see the perception that they want me to see, right? And as best as I can. And it's like a flash. It's like a memory almost, but it's not of mine. And that's whenever I do reading, right? Another way I see spirits is when, let's say I'm in a random, grocery store, and I can feel a presence. So you're not always going to see them, you'll just perceive them as a presence, as, a sort of, it's like there's a different quality between a spirit and a spiritual guide. So, and over time, you just naturally develop the energy signature of it. You just know. It's like inner knowingness that, okay, that's this and this is that. So yeah, and I felt this spirit trying to come through, and at the time I was doing a lot of mediumship readings, so I know that I have opened the door wide open. I still try my best to close it down, but that's the other thing I want you to take away from this video, is that once you open that door, it's almost like it's never fully closed. And that's one of the lessons I've learned. And also, the cool thing is that the spirit world, and I don't want to scare you or anything, but the spirit world is literally right next to you. Right next to you. It's not some universe out there. It's not something far away. It's right next to you. That's something I learned recently. Also, your spirit guides, they're right next to you as well, if you ask them to be. So yeah, so that's been my experience with spirits and spirit guides. I also meaning spirits. This video is about spirits, and I also perceive them as orbital light. I also see my guides as orbital light, and I'll get into another video about that. For me, I see them as almost like a copper, like color orb. You know, it's like a glowing light, but it's like copper. It's like a little tiny star, like a fairy. But I just know it's a spirit, like manifesting psychically in my third eye vision. So yeah, so you know, all these things will come in time. I'm not trying to make it happen. It's just I just allow it to happen, right? And that's the key. You know, ask and it is given. So ways for you to perceive spirits. So I would say that the best way is to just be aware, mentally aware that there's more than this physical plane that exists. Just that awareness alone, you're just gonna naturally develop that ability to connect, right? To see and perceive spirits around you. So every single person that have crossed over that I personally know have always come to me in some form or way. You know, you can ask your higher self, rub your third eye, and ask your higher self, you know, connect me with this person if they want to. If they have a message for me, you know, tell them that I'm ready to hear it. And then go to sleep and they'll deliver it to you. Just trust the process, right? And then be on the lookout for a sign throughout that week as well. Another way to connect and to really pursue is let them know that you're listening. Talk to them. You can talk out loud. I talk to my dad all the time, and guess what? My dad will literally pop in. Like, I will literally feel his powerful presence. For me, I see his eyes very, very clearly. I'll have a mental picture that, you know, just pops in, like, you know, and he'll just say hi. It's like a glowing feeling, like, oh hey, what's up? My other friend who passed away, one of my childhood friends, Ernesto, he comes to me all the time. For me, I've ever seen him with this, he has this laughter, oh my god, it just filled the room, and I would just hear, it's almost like I can hear it in the back of my mind, his powerful laughter filling the room. And I still get emotional because, you know, he passed away like, I think 2014, so it still feels recent for me, but I know he's alive. And actually, oh my god, I'm gonna share with you my dream today, and I wrote it down. So write down your dreams whenever you feel this or see this. And he was just, I was looking through a book, you know, maybe that Cash Records, right? And it was so random. I saw his image there, and I can feel him. It was like next to me, but I would see this clear, handsome picture of him, and he was very like strong, very youthful looking, and very like it's almost like his best version of himself. And I never seen him like that before. And as I turned, I could see other pictures of him too. And I was thinking to myself, this man, I wish I had this picture in real life. And I literally said that to myself, and I realized I'm in a dream, and he's connecting with me. So they might not connect with you directly, like, hey, what's up, in a dream, but they will make their presence known that, hey, I'm listening, I'm around you, So my dad and Ernesto will pop in whenever they want to, and I'll just say hi to them, thank you, and I'm like, okay guys, I'm busy, I got errands to run. But it's so nice and comforting that they're right next to you, it's so beautiful. And I want this for everyone. I want everyone to feel this amazing connection with your loved ones, your friends, your family who have crossed over. And the best advice I can give you, they exist, like I said, in a higher vibration. They exist at the frequency of love or joy. And guess what? That's the key there. That's the key to perceive and see spirits, is to be in that higher frequency and let them come to you. You can talk to them, put out an invitation, and that's the safest way to connect with the spirit. And you are literally, you're gonna find them where they really are, in a state of love and grace and peace, because that's where they are. And I'm reminded all the time by my dad, my friend Ernesto, and they'll just pop in, and it's so nice to know that I have friends and family who got my back, whenever I need them, and it's just, it's so beautiful. So I encourage anyone to put the invitation out there. Don't summon them, don't try to beg for them, just, hey, like a human being, right? Hey, if you want to talk, let's talk. Ask them permission. If they have a message for you, if you have a good connection with them, they'll pop on by and say hi. So it's wonderful. And if you are interested in booking a mediumship session with me, I am available for that. I love connecting with spirit world. It's wonderful energy that they bring, and I can never predict what's gonna happen. I can't guarantee what's gonna go through. I can't guarantee that your loved one that you want to hear from is gonna come through. But what I can guarantee is that I'll try my best to connect with that spirit world for you. And remember, you don't need me to connect to make this connection. It's just nice to hear it from someone else. That's what I find when I go to a meeting, which I haven't been to in a while, but it's wonderful. And yeah, so if you're interested in that experience, hey, I'm here for you. So yeah, if you find this video fascinating, interesting, resonate with any of this, please subscribe, like, comment down below. Let me know if you've ever seen or perceived a spirit in your lifetime. Lots of love to you. All my love. We'll talk soon.